Magandang araw po mga ka-Matheniks. Welcome back to my channel. Ngayon po ay bibigay natin ng ating video gamit ang ating wika na Tagalog. Marami po kasing nagre-request na sana po ay Tagalog ang gamitin upang mas marami ang makaunawa sa ating video. Subalit ito po ay mathematics, kaya meron po tayo mga terminology sa mathematics na mahirap po nating isalin sa wikang Tagalog. So, gagawin po natin ngayon ay taglist. So, in this video, I will discuss about representing a quadratic function using table of values, graph, and equation. Bago po natin simulan ng ating video about the quadratic equations using graph, data, and equations, huwag po natin kalimutan na mag-subscribe, like and share, at hit the notification bell para po sa mga darating na video ay updated po kayo. Represent a quadratic function using a table of values, graph, and equation. Sa ating pong unang example, ang ating quadratic equation po ay y is equal to x squared plus 6x minus 16. Ang ating second example po ay y is equal to negative x squared plus 6x plus 16. Kung makikita po ninyo, halos parehas po yung ating quadratic equation dito. Subalit, dito po sa ating quadratic coefficient, mapapansin po ninyo na ito ay negative. So, gamit po ang negative, titingnan po natin kung ano ang kaibahan mamaya pagdating po ng ating graphs. Ang pangatlong example po ay x is equal to y squared plus 6y minus 16. Katulad din po ng una ating example, ito po ay halos katulad ng ating example, subalit ang ating variables po dito ay ang y. Ibig sabihin, ang value ng x ay ating makukompute base sa value ng y. At ang ating huling example po ay x is equal to y squared, negative y squared plus 6y plus 16. Katulad po ng ating pangalawang example, ito po ay halos kamukha ng ating pangalawang example, subalit ang nasa ating kasalukuyang example ay y ang ating variables. Ibig sabihin, sa lahat ng value ng y, makukuha natin yung value ng x. Sa apat na example po na ito, makikita natin kung ano ang kaibahan ng ating graphs mamaya po pagdating doon sa huling bahagi ng ating video. Unang example po natin, y is equal to x squared plus 6x minus 16. Dito po ay hindi na po natin hahanapin yung ating roots or solution. Bagkus tayo po ay magbibigay ng value sa x upang makompute natin yung value ng y. Tulad po dito, ang x ay binigyan po natin ng value na 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, at negative 8. Gamit po ang ating equation, kukumpitin po natin yung value ng y depende doon sa value ng x. First step, kukumpitin po natin yung value ng y depende sa value ng x na equal to 2. So, if x is equal to 2, then y is equal to 2 squared plus 6 multiplied by 2 minus 16, or equal to 4 plus 12 minus 16, or equal to 0. Second step po ay we will compute y if x is equal to 1. Y is equal to 1 squared plus 6 multiplied by 1 minus 16 equal to 1 plus 6 minus 16 at ito po ay equal to negative 9. Susunod po ay kukumpitin natin ang value ng y if x is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 squared plus 6 multiplied by 0 minus 16. And 0 plus 0 minus 16 is equal to negative 16. Next is we will compute the value of y as x is equal to negative 1. Y is equal to quantity negative 1 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 1 minus 16 equal to 1 minus 6 minus 16, and it is simply equal to negative 21. Next step, again, we will compute the value of y if x is equal to negative 2. Y is equal to quantity negative 2 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 2 minus 16, and simply equal to 4 minus 12 minus 16, or simply equal to negative 24. Next is if x is equal to negative 3, then y is equal to quantity negative 3 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 3 minus 16, and it is equal to 9 minus 18 minus 16, simply equal to negative 25. We will still continue solving the value of y based on our assumption for the value of x, and if x is equal to negative 4, y is equal to quantity negative 4 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 4 minus 16. Negative 4 is equal to 16 minus 24 minus 16 equal to negative 24. Next is if x is equal to negative 5, y is equal to quantity negative 5 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 5 minus 16 equal to 25 minus 30 minus 16, or simply equal to negative 21. Next is if x is equal to negative 6, then y is equal to quantity negative 6 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 6 minus 16, or simply equal to 36 minus 36 minus 16 equal to negative 16. Next is if x is equal to negative 7, then y is equal to quantity negative 7 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 7 minus 16, and it is equal to 49 minus 42 minus 16, or simply equal to negative 9. And if the value of x is equal to negative 8, then y is equal to quantity negative 8 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 8 minus 16, or equal to 64 minus 48 minus 16, or simply equal to 0. Punta naman po tayo sa ating next equation. At yung ating next equation ay sosolve din po natin yung value ng y katulad ng ating ginawa doon sa ating first equation. And our equation is y is equal to negative x squared plus 6x plus 16. Mag-assign po tayo ng value ng x depende doon sa ating equations, at yung ating y ay sasagutin natin base sa mga value ng x na ating ibibigay. So, in this example, x is equal to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, negative 1, and negative 2. So, base po sa value of x, sosolve natin yung value ng y upang magawa natin yung ating graph. If x is equal to positive 8, then y is equal to negative quantity 8 squared plus 6 multiplied by 8 plus 16. And this is simply equal to negative 64 plus 48 plus 16, or simply equal to 0. If x is equal to 7, then y is equal to negative quantity 7 squared plus 6 multiplied by 7 plus 16. And it is equal to negative 49 plus 42 plus 16, or simply equal to positive 9. Next is if x is equal to positive 6, then y is equal to negative quantity 6 squared plus 6 multiplied by 6 plus 16. And it is equal to negative 36 plus 36 plus 16, or simply equal to positive 16. Next step is if x is equal to positive 5, then y is equal to negative quantity 5 squared plus 6x, or 6 multiplied by 5 plus 16, or simply equal to negative 25 plus 30 plus 16, or simply positive 21. Next is if x is equal to positive 4, then y is equal to negative quantity of 4 squared plus 6 multiplied by 4 plus 16. And it is simply equal to negative 16 plus 24 plus 16, or simply equal to positive 24. Ngayon po punta tayo sa last. If x is equal to positive 3, then y is equal to negative quantity of 3 squared plus 6 multiplied by 3 plus 16, and it is equal to negative 9 plus 18 plus 16, or simply equal to positive 25. Hindi pa pala po ito ang ating class. Meron pa tayo natirang 5 value ng x para kunin natin ang value ng y. Punta naman po tayo, if x is equal to positive 2, then y is equal to negative quantity of 2 squared plus 6 multiplied by 2 plus 16. And it is equal to negative 4 plus 12 plus 16, or simply equal to positive 24. Next value for x is equal to positive 1. Y is equal to negative quantity 1 square plus 6 multiplied by 1 plus 16, and it is equal to negative 1 plus 6 plus 16, or simply equal to positive 21. How about if x is equal to 0, y is equal to negative quantity 0 squared plus 6 multiplied by 0 plus 16, and it is equal to 0 plus 0 plus 16, or simply positive 16. And how about if our x is equal to negative 1? Y is equal to negative quantity negative 1 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 1 plus 16, and it is simply equal to negative 1 minus 6 plus 16 equal to positive 9. Next is if x is equal to negative 2, then y is equal to negative quantity 2 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 2 plus 16. It is simply equal to negative 4 minus 12 plus 16, or simply equal to 0. Now we have solved all the values of y based on the value of x. Let us go to the next equation. Katulad ng ating ginawa sa ating dalawang equation, ganoon din po ang ating gagawin dito sa ating equation na ito. Ang ating next equation is x is equal to y squared plus 6y minus 16. This time, ang hahanapin po natin ay ang value ng x base sa value ng y na ating ibinigay. At ang value ng y na ating ibinigay ay 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, and negative 8. So, if y is equal to positive 2, then x is equal to quantity 2 squared plus 6 multiplied by 2 minus 16, or simply 4 plus 12 minus 16 equal to 0. Next is if y is equal to 1, then x is equal to 1 quantity squared plus 6 multiplied by 1 plus minus 16, and it is equal to 1 plus 6 minus 16, or simply equal to negative 9. Then next value for y is equal to 0. X is equal to quantity 0 squared plus 6 multiplied by 0 plus minus 16, and simply equal to 0 plus 0 minus 16, or equal to negative 16. How about if the value of y is equal to negative 1? Then x is equal to quantity negative 1 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 1 plus minus 16, and simply equal to 1 minus 6 minus 16, or simply equal to negative 21. Now, how about if y is equal to negative 2? X is equal to quantity negative 2 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 2 minus 16, or simply equal to 4 minus 12 minus 16, and it is equal to negative 24. The next value of y is equal to negative 3. Then x is equal to quantity negative 3 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 3 minus 16, or simply equal to 9 minus 18 minus 16, or simply equal to negative 25. We still have 5 remaining values of y that we must compute for the value of x. And if y is equal to negative 4, then x is equal to quantity negative 4 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 4 minus 16, or simply equal to 16 minus 24 minus 16, and it is equal to negative 24. Again, if the value of y is equal to negative 5, x is equal to quantity negative 5 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 5 minus 16, it is equal to 25 minus 30 minus 16, or simply equal to negative 21. Next value of y is equal to negative 6. Then x is equal to quantity negative 5 squared, or negative 6 squared, plus 6 multiplied by negative 6 minus 16, then it is equal to 36 minus 36 minus 16, or simply negative 16. That we need to compute for the value of x is equal to y is equal to negative 8. Then x is equal to quantity negative 8 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 8 minus 16. And it is equal to 64 minus 48 minus 16, or simply equal to 0. Punta naman po tayo sa ating last equation. In this equation, our value for y is equal to 876543210, negative 1 and negative 2, and our equation is equal to x equal to negative y squared plus 6y plus 16. Katulad po ng nakaraan nating mga example, kukunin natin ang value ng x base sa value ng y na ating binigay. So, next step, if y is equal to 8, x is equal to quantity, negative quantity 8 squared plus 6 multiplied by 8 minus plus 16, or simply equal to negative 64 plus 48 plus 16, or simply equal to 0. Next value for y is equal to 7. Then x is equal to negative quantity 7 squared plus 6 multiplied by 7 plus 16, and it is equal to negative 49 plus 42 plus 16, or simply equal to plus 9. Next value for y is equal to positive 6, and x is equal to negative quantity 6 squared plus 6 multiplied by 6 plus 16, or simply equal to negative 36 plus 36 or plus 16, or simply equal to positive 16. Next is if y is equal to positive 5, then x is equal to negative quantity 5 squared plus 6 multiplied by 5 plus 16, or simply equal to negative 25 plus 30 plus 16, or simply equal to positive 21. Next value for y is equal to positive 4. X is equal to negative quantity 4 squared plus 6 multiplied by 4 plus 16, or simply equal to negative 16 plus 24 plus 16, and it is equal to positive 24. Next is if y is equal to positive 3, then x is equal to negative quantity 3 squared plus 6x, or 6 multiplied by 3 plus 16, and it is equal to negative 9 plus 18 plus 16, or simply equal to positive 25. The next value of y is equal to positive 2, and x is equal to negative quantity 2 squared plus 6 multiplied by 2 plus 16, and it is equal to negative 4 plus 12 plus 16, or simply equal to 24. And next value is y is equal to 1, and x is equal to negative quantity 1 squared plus 6 multiplied by 1 plus 16, and it is equal to negative 1 plus 6 plus 16, or simply equal to positive 21. Paano naman kung ang y ay 0? If y is equal to 0, then x is equal to negative quantity 0 squared plus 6 multiplied by 0 plus 16, and it is equal to 0 plus 0 plus 16, or simply equal to positive 16. And if y is equal to negative 1, then x is equal to negative quantity 1 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 1 plus 16, or simply equal to negative 1, negative 6 plus 16, or equal to positive 9. And the last but not the least, the last value of y equal to negative 2. Then x is equal to negative quantity negative 2 squared plus 6 multiplied by negative 2 plus 16, and it is equal to negative 4 minus 12 plus 16, or simply equal to 0. Now that na-solve na natin lahat ng values ng ating equation, apat na equations, ngayon po na-compute natin lahat ng values ng ating equation, pupunta naman po tayo sa ating summary. Ang ating pong first equation, y is equal to x squared plus 6x minus 16. This is our values of x and y. The second equation, y is equal to negative x squared plus 6x plus 16. And we have also the value of x and y. Third equation is x is equal to y squared plus 6y minus 16. And this is our value of x and y. And the last equation is x is equal to negative y squared plus 6y plus 16. At ito naman po yung mga value ng x and y para dito sa ating last equation. Kung mapapansin nyo po, ang ating mga values ay tulad po itong first equation, ating first value of y is 0 and the last is 0. Sa second equation, ating value of y is 0 also and 0. And sa third equation, ang ating value of x is 0 at 0. At ang ating last equation, the value of x, first value is 0 and the last value is 0. So, ibig sabihin po, ito ay value ng curve ng parabola or it is called parabolic curve. So, first equation, y is equal to x squared plus 6x minus 16. And this is our values. Igagraph naman po natin yung bawat values. At yan po yung ating x-axis, positive sa right at negative sa left. At yung ating y-axis, positive sa taas, negative sa baba. So, sa value ng x na equal to 2, the value of y is equal to 0. And x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 0. This is our reference point. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to 0. And that is our point of intersection, or yan po yung ating coordinates na x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 0. Next value of x is equal to 1 and the value of y is equal to negative 9. So this is our next coordinates, which is 1 and negative 9. If x is equal to 0, y is equal to negative 16. And this is our coordinates, 0 and negative 16. And our next coordinate is negative 1 and negative 21. So this is our next coordinate, wherein the x is equal to negative 1 and y is equal to negative 21. The next coordinate is negative 2 and negative 24. So, ito po yung ating value ng next coordinate na negative 2, negative 24. At ang ating next value of x and y is negative 3 and negative 25. And this is our value of, this is our coordinates for the value of negative 3 and negative 25. Ulitin ko lang po, ito yung ating value ng negative 1 at negative 21. Ito yung value natin ng 0 at negative 16. Ito naman po yung ating coordinates ng 1 and negative 9. And this is our coordinates for x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 0. Next value of our coordinates is negative 4 and negative 3 and negative 25. That is our point. And next is negative 4 and negative 24. And this is our next point, which is negative 4 and negative 24. Ang susunod po nating coordinates ay negative 5 at negative 21. At yun po yung ating point of intersection base sa x is equal to negative 5 at ang y is equal to negative 21. At ang ating susunod na coordinates ay negative 6 at negative 16. And this is the point of intersection para po sa negative 6 at negative 16. So, ilalagay po natin yung ating coordinates, which is negative 6 and negative 16. And then the next point is negative 7 and negative 9. Again, this is our point of intersection for negative 7 and negative 9. And this is our coordinates, negative 7, negative 9. And then our last coordinates is negative 8 and 0. So this is our next coordinates. At yan po ay yung ating negative 8 ang x at 0 ang y. So, ikokonekta po natin lahat ng points na ating iginrap at yan po yung ating graph ng ating equation na y is equal to x squared plus 6x minus 16. Ito po ay parabolic curve or it is parabola na open pataas. Our next equation, which is y is equal to negative x squared plus 6x plus 16, and our value of x is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, and the value of y, we base on the value of x, and this is our x coordinates. Again, positive to the right, negative to the left, and this is our y-axis, positive sa taas at negative sa baba. If y is equal to 0, x is equal to 8, and that is our first point. Our second point is if x is equal to 7 and y is equal to 9. And then next is 6 and 16. And next is 5 and 21. Next is 4 and 24. And next is 3 and 25. Next is 2 and 24. Next is 1 and 21. Next is 0 and 16. Ito yung ating point. At ang next is negative 1, positive 9. At ang last is negative 2 and 0. So, ito po yung ating point ng negative 2 at 0. Kukonekta po natin uli yung ating mga points at makikita nyo na yung ating parabolic curve or yung ating parabola ay open downward. So, yan po yung kaibahan ng ating first equation at saka itong ating second equation. Dahil sa yung ating quadratic coefficient na negative 1 ay negative, so yung ating curve ay open downward. Our next equation is x is equal to y squared plus 6y minus 16. Dito po sa ating equation na ito, ating third equation, ang ating hinahanap ay yung value ng x base po sa value ng y. At ang ating value ng y na inassign ay 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, and negative 8. Tulad ng dati, ito po yung ating x-axis, positive sa right, negative to the left, at ito po yung ating y-axis, positive pataas at negative pababa. And base sa ating value ng y, na y is equal to 2, our x is equal to 0. So, ito po yung ating first point, 0 and 2. At ating value of y is equal to 1, and that is the value of x is negative 9. So, ito po yung ating next point. At next point is negative 16 and 0. At yung susunod na point is negative 21, negative 1. At yung susunod na point ay negative 24 at negative 2. And the next point is negative 25, negative 3. Next point is negative 24 and negative 4. Next point is negative 21 and negative 5. Next point is negative 16 and negative 6. And the next point is negative 9 and negative 7. And the last point is 0 and negative 8. At yung ating curve po ay ito. So, kung mapapansin nyo, yung ating curve, yung ating parabolic curve or yung ating parabola ay open to the right. Dahil po sa yung ating hinanap na value base sa y ay x, or yung ating equation, quadratic equation, ay base sa y as variables. Punta naman po tayo sa ating last example or last equation. X is equal to negative y squared plus 6y plus 16. Tulad ng ating ginawa sa ating mga nakaraang equation, ito po uli yung ating x-axis, positive to the right, negative to the left. At ito naman po yung ating y-axis, positive pataas at negative pababa. And here are the values of y, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, negative 1, and negative 2. If y is equal to 8, x is equal to 0. And this is our first point of the curve. If y is equal to 7, x is equal to 9, and this is our next point of the curve. The next point of the curve is x, if y is 6 and x is 16. So this is our next point. Medyo nabaliktad lang po yung ating coordinates. It should be 16 and 6. At yung ating next point is 21 and 5. At yung ating next point is 24 and 4. Next point is 25 and 3. Next point is 24 and 2. At yung susunod ay 21 and 1. At yung susunod ay 16 and 0. And the next is 9 and negative 1. And the last point is 0 and negative 2. At yung ating curve ay open to the left. So ito po yung ating parabolic curve or yung ating parabola, at kung mapapansin nyo, ito po ay open to the left. So base po doon sa ating apat na equation na ating sinolve, sila po ay may kanya-kanyang katangian. Ang ating pong parabolic curve ay may kanya-kanyang katangian. Yung pong unang curve, open to the top, open upward. Yung ating second equation, dahil sa x, the quadratic coefficient is negative, open downward. At yung ating third equation, dahil ang ating hinahanap is value of x based on the value of y, open to the right. At this last equation, because the quadratic coefficient of y is negative, it is open to the left. So hanggang doon na lang po tayo, at bago po tayo magtapos, huwag po natin kalimutan na mag-subscribe, like and share, at hit the notification bell para po updated kayo sa ating mga solution sa ating mathematics. Maraming salamat po.